Hello, happy Passover, happy Pesach to everyone. Chag Sameach, Chag Pesach, Sameach, Pesach, Sameach. And whatever kind of expression you want to use for whatever holiday you're celebrating, I'm only acknowledging Passover because that's the only one I care about personally. So, hope you're all having a wonderful day. And why don't we get right to the heart of matters? I'm going to review a movie that I saw as a 7 year old. Um, 7.5 year old, and I haven't seen it all the way through since until last night. I'm gonna watch it again today, and I don't think I really understood it as a young lad. I'm really excited to kind of encourage people. It's made by Walter Hill, who made some really good buddy cop movies, 48 Hours, and then he also made Last Man Standing. But I would put this in as a good buddy cop movie. And it is called Red Heat, and it's starring, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger and then Jim Belushi. Now, at this point, in the mid 80s, Arnold Schwarzenegger was a big star, but he must have had a multiple picture deal with Columbia because he made this, and he made Raw Deal, I believe that was Columbia, and I believe he made Running Man that was done through Columbia. For whatever reason, those three movies aren't given as much respect as his other ones. Mainly because they didn't make as much money. But check out the action you get in this. You get Arnold getting beat down in that scene. You get Arnold, kicking ass there. You got a lot of different elements to the movie. Summer of 1988, it didn't really register with audiences, so that's maybe why you never heard of Red Heat. The plot of the movie begins in Moscow, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is a cop or a military cop there, and he's trying to catch these drug dealers. And with one scene, he comes up in the bar, and he's like, "Oh, why is he picking on this one dude? He's a broken leg dude or whatever." And so he breaks the dude's leg off, and it's like, yeah, he's that kind of broken leg dude. He's a fake leg, peg leg type dude, stashing cocaine in his leg. So Arnold goes to town trying to fuck that guy up. And then the main dude he's targeting, Edo Ross, he actually slips away and escapes to America and makes it that, Arnold Schwarzenegger is being asked to go to America to go reclaim this character played by Edo Ross. Now, Edo Ross was in 6 Feet Under, Orange is the New Black. He's got a really interesting talent for that name. He can play Russians pretty well, and he does a pretty good job playing this Russian named Victor Rosta, I think, or Rostov, or something like that. So, got the plot set in motion that he's gonna go to America and go try to kick ass and find this dude. But it's not as easy as it lays out to be, because obviously if you look here. Jim Belushi's got a partner in the movie at the beginning. Not sure that actor's name, but hope this ain't spoiling anything too much. That partner is killed during this mission of trying to find Edo Ross. And then Schwarzenegger is forced to reveal more information about, who he's chasing down and all that. And that leads to them being partnered up to go pursue Edo Ross, and now Belushi's all hell bent on doing it so too, because his partner, as irritating as his partner was in my opinion, was still his partner, so he's looking to go avenge that situation. So you got a real, straightforward movie here. It takes place mainly in the streets of Chicago. However, due to me being pretty good at location scouting and stuff, I can tell that some of this was filmed in downtown LA. But hey, who cares really, right? A hard action movie delivered with humor and flair. Don't know really what he meant by that. A 9 of 10. Red Heat packs a hell of a lot of heat. The first quote was by Peter Travers of Rolling Stone. The other one was by Gary Franklin of ABC TV Los Angeles. I remember that boy. Music by James Horner is a real strength in the movie. May he rest in peace. Production design John Vallone would actually do the production design, I believe, on Carlito's Way, which I reviewed yesterday. Pretty good screenplay between Harry Kleiner and Walter Hill and Troy Kennedy Martin. And Mario Kassar and Andrew Vajna, they made quite a lot of these, action movies in the 80s and 90s. I don't know if this is through Carolco, but I believe they worked through Carolco later. The non-stop action adventure packed with humor and thrills. With this much friction, there's got to be heat, red heat. Peter Boyle plays the lead detective, or like the boss of them. So, yeah, I don't really have any major things to point out about, like, don't enjoy this, or you won't enjoy this movie for this or that. All in all, it's a pretty straightforward, really fun movie, even though it's about revenge, and, it's kind of sad. Both their partners are killed in action, and now they're having to team up together. But through that, comes some really good, getting to know each other stuff between the two cops. And I would have loved to see Red Heat 2. Maybe this movie was just too serious with audiences or whatever. They didn't find the humor funny. But I personally would have loved to see, Jim Belushi having to go to Moscow to go, do some crime over there. But alas, maybe we can just get some kind of spin-off movie or some similar plotted movie in the future. Because, that's kind of what Live Free or The Fifth Die Hard is. I don't even know the title of it. But I know he goes to Russia in that. So anyway, without going on too much, this is a really cool performance for Arnold Schwarzenegger, because he's not playing a robot, he's not playing this, he's not playing that, he's playing a Russian army guy, and everyone gives him respect when he walks in the room. However, Edo Ross, when he comes to America, he buys off this gang of African American people, and they beat the shit out of Arnold in this one scene. I've never seen Arnold get beaten like that, and it looks like he's actually getting his legs taken out by them. So, pretty impressive little scene shootout there at the train station or subway, or whatever that transport station is that they're at. A very rare movie. You don't hear people talk about Red Heat all that much. I'm a big fan of Raw Deal as well, and Running Man, and all of his movies, honestly. So hopefully one day Arnold or his son can get back in the swing of things and make some great hit movies, because obviously Stallone is still pretty active, while Schwarzenegger is making a lot of direct-to-video movies. And Terminator coming up soon, and me being a fan of Terminator 3, I'm a little bit off-put by them keep saying that Terminator 3 wasn't good, especially because I have a DVD right here with them saying how good it is. And I think it's a good movie, so they should stop saying that they failed at making a movie or whatever with T3. But we'll see how T6 is. Jim Belushi, he'd go on to be in K9, which is a buddy cop movie with him and a German Shepherd, for real. And a good movie called Taking Care of Business, underrated comedy movie from 1990 or 91, Taking Care of Business. He's in one with Halle Berry about building cars and racing them, like Race the Sun. And he had his own TV show for a while called According to Jim. It would have been interesting to have a different person play his role other than Belushi, but that being said, Belushi does a real good job in this film, in my opinion. And I love you all. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And go ahead and rent or check out Red Heat, and also Walter Hill's other movies such as Trespass, Last Man Standing, among many others, 48 Hours, etc. I think he's always got something interesting to make with his movies, and I didn't really mind Bullet to the Head too much, the parts I saw of it at least. So he made that as well. All right, everybody out there, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the movie.